know I'll wing
That was a good kid show back in the day. Figure out with the hell was her name? The chick that was a swimmer.
Suzanne Summers? That's not her
No,
name.
Suzanne
What's her
Summers
name?
was in Step by Step.
That's the Thigh Master.
Yeah,
chick.
Thigh Master. Step by Step. Shit.
You talking about that Olympic swimmer?
Yeah, Summer Sanders. Is that her name?
Summer Sanders.
Is that her name?
I think so.
She used to have that Nickelodeon show where you'd have like the big ass head, and you'd always have like the kid from Pete and Pete on it because he was the funny one. And
Figure It Out?
yeah.
Apparently, that show ran from 1997 to 2013.
What?
Yeah, bro. 6 seasons. I've never seen the show in my life.
Oh, really?
No, bro. I'm just lying to you straight up to your face. No, I've never seen it before.
You should go back and hit that up.
Hey, what did you do this weekend? Yo, I just fucking bendered.
Binge watched 20 years or 10 years
Nickelodeon
of... It's almost 20 years, right? Good 15, something like that in between there.
It's 6 seasons, but I didn't... 1997 to 2013, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's a solid stack right there. Yeah, almost 20 years, man. Jesus Christ. I did it. like, just gonna like...
Well, the show was just... It was pretty funny because it was just... I mean, looking back at it, it's funny. As a kid, you're like glued to the fucking TV, right? You're like, this is the greatest thing ever. Suzanne Sanders, she's kind of pretty. That's cool. But guy from Pete and Pete's there, and some other, random people from Nickelodeon that you liked, right? Because you had cable, so you were cool, right? Because you had Nickelodeon.
That's right.
And basically, these contestants would come on, and then you had to guess their talent, right? So they have some sort of talent, and it could be something stupid like, I know a squirrel that can ski on water. It's like, what?
What the fuck? That's not even a talent, bro.
Right. But the panel of judges were always like people that you watched, and they could only ask 2 questions, and they're like yes, no questions, right? So it was almost like doing guess who, right? Guess who principles, but you were trying to guess talent, not, are you this one guy here with glasses? No.
What kind of obscure talents? Like, I mean, I get like I can like lick my elbow. Like that's a pretty good one. That's very hard to do. You probably have to like dislocate your shoulder to do that. But or like I could touch my tongue with my nose, or I could do a backflip, or I could do a handstand. But was there really one that did you just make that up off the top of your head, or was there really one that had like I train squirrels to ski on water skis?
I really, I don't remember if it was that show, to be honest, but there was one where somebody won, and that was a thing. It was this squirrel that was on these like skis and skied around.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Well, here you go. I'll look it up here. Just the 8 weirdest talents from Figure It Out.
Oh my God, you actually found... Hang on. So, welcome to episode 4. This episode... Let me get an intro here before we start looking at more obscure Figure It Out shit from 20 years ago. Episode 4, here we are. It's me, my name is Dan, and my buddy here, Ray. We are just going to wing this episode, it looks like. I mean, there's nothing really framed up, but we're definitely going to run it and see what we can do here. So, you're getting right into the mix of us
Talking about
looking back
Figure It
at
Out.
some Figure It Out with Summer Sanders. Not Susan Sarandon, because she was on Step by Step,
That's
Day by Day.
No, that was Suzanne Summers.
Which one did I say?
Susan Sarandon. I don't.
Susan Sarandon. She is the different actress.
What's up
Not
with
on Step by
all
Step.
this alliteration, man? This is just jacking you up on the actors'
Dude,
names.
if you were a famous actor, would you have alliteration, like in your name?
Apparently, you got to have S and S in your name.
I mean, no, not always. Like, there's some
Steve
famous actors
Smith.
and actresses. Steve Smith. Dan Dunkel. Isn't that a dude? It's like, what? I don't think you need alliteration in your actor name.
Steve Sampson. Sean Scurvy.
Ray Richardson. Man, I don't even know. What would you... Okay, let's get through... I want to ask you about actor names now, but let's get through the 8 most obscure talents on Figure It Out, and we could just like wrap that one up right quick.
Well, this is the 8 weirdest talents from Figure It Out.
What did I say? Obscure? Same shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, do you want to play Figure It Out, and then you can ask the questions, and I'll try to tell you if you're right or wrong? That takes too much time.
I think I just want you to tell me what the 8 most obscure things that happened in the 20-year run of that fucking show.
Let's try it out. Let's see if you get even close to it.
Oh, God, okay.
Just this first one. After that, I'll just list them
All
off
right.
because it'll take too
All
long.
right, let's go. I'm totally not ready for this. I don't even have a name tag or anything.
All right, this first one, yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I can give you hints or anything. I think you just gotta go. You just gotta ask shit.
Okay.
So it's an obscure talent or a weird talent.
Okay, weird talent.
And I'm this kid back in the 90s.
Does it involve a body part?
Nope.
Does it involve some type of toy or like contraption?
No.
Does it make sound?
No.
Does it involve anything that you can eat?
Yes.
I can poop while have a handstand on the toilet bowl.
No.
Dang it.
No.
Is it something that people would normally eat?
Okay, so it's the eating part has nothing to do with my talent, but you could eat this for sure. People do eat this all the time.
Does it involve boogers?
Or a part of it. And see, now I'm giving up too much, right? Because I don't think you're even allowed to do that. I think you're supposed to yes, no it all day long.
Does it involve fingernails?
Nope.
Does it involve boogers? You didn't answer that one.
Nope. No.
Oh, shit.
And I think part of it, too, is like there's this big head, and it had like, you had like 5 or 7 words or whatever, and then you have to guess each one of the words and kind of almost like a Wheel of Fortune thing, you know?
Well, I'm scared I'm going to get like dunked in a tank or something here in a minute. It's Nickelodeon. Is it going to be like slime that falls out of my ceiling or something?
Oh, yeah. Definitely slime for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's slime.
Dude, I don't know if I'm
Dude, you're never going to get this one.
Well, then why
you're
the fuck are you...
one.
Okay, just...
All right. You ready for this?
Yes.
If we got to the end of this, I would have won, which would have been like, I
would have got slimed.
2 nights stay at, wherever Nickelodeon was from. What was that?
Orlando Studios or whatever?
Yeah, the Orlando Studios, whatever it is. I was a 2-time crab racing champion. Race crabs. Somebody invented the talking toilet.
Okay.
Somebody demonstrates alligator camouflage behavior. So it's just a kid that messes with alligators. Here's a fun one. The kid's talent was he bites cheese into shapes of the states.
That's a bit on Mad TV. I've seen it before. That's actually really funny.
That's it. That's what he had.
I'm going to send you that clip because that is a fucking hilarious clip on Mad TV that did exactly that, where it was some beauty pageant and Doc wins it by eating cheese into a fucking shape of a state.
This one sings crawfish to sleep. So it's just this kid with a bowl cut. He just like rubs the belly of a crawfish and sings it to sleep. Apparently.
Sleep. Oh my god.
I'll try to like get this article out on our Instagram or something so people can look at this stuff. Especially this sings crawfish to sleep. This kid, reminds me of what Dan might have looked like when he was 6.
I don't remember if I had a bowl cut.
Dude, this is legit like a 0 on side and then.
I had to have had it.
Just straight up. Just straight up bowl cut.
I probably had it. Solid. Never put a bowl on my head, but definitely probably had like the long hair on top and the shaved sides and like a super hard separation. No fade, man. Just super hard separation in the hair.
Yeah. This other kid was a frozen salmon tossing champion. Apparently that's the thing.
Well, I mean, like that's kind of skillful if he was doing it like in a fish market, like in Seattle. Those guys are pretty boss.
Here's a good one. This kid collects chewed gum to freshen car.
To what?
Chewed gum will stick to your shoes more than Sean Paul sticks to his girlfriend's like glue. Yet somehow in Figure Out contestants transformed what would normally be an irritating adhesive piece of trash into a car freshener.
That is disturbing.
Yeah.
These are not really talents.
No.
Some of them are.
This kid drove a lawnmower across the country from Salt Lake City to New York. That's pretty cool.
All right. I mean, that's just like dedication and commitment there.
Yeah, patience. That was it. So that's the article. There's the 8.
Did you hear about that kid that like wanted to buy a Lambo, so he stole his mom's car and started driving to California?
Was his mom's car a Lambo?
No, he wanted a Lambo.
So I want a Lambo. So I'm gonna go to California.
Yeah, he just like took her Tercel or whatever.
I don't think they sell Tercels anymore. I think it's called an Echo now or some shit.
The kid was like 5. Like, dude.
Good for him.
All right, so movie actor names. Yeah, that was always a weird thing to me that the people never had their real name. They came up with some screen name. But do you think a majority of actors actually use like maybe their first name and then like a made up last name, or do you think more actors use like first and last name is artificial?
What kind of actors are we talking about?
Well, not porn stars. So I mean, if that's what I knew you were going there. And yes, like Candy Campbell is not a fucking real name. Dorothy Deep Throat Dallas is not a real person either. So I was talking about like accredited real movie stars, but the Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt.
I think it just depends.
Depends on what. If your name is fucking legit or not.
If your name is like your name? Something stupid or you like your name, yeah.
I don't know. I think like if I was an actor, I think Dan would be a good solid like
Dan Bailey.
Well, I mean that's not a good. I don't know if that's like all like if that impressive.
I mean it's a very generic name.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
If you Google it right now, you're probably gonna hit thousands. Of people.
I own like a fly fishing shop in Montana, and I'm the kicker for the Vikings. Like that's my noteworthy name.
Yeah,
I'm a really good kicker, actually. I mean, I fly out every Sunday, just put the boot on, get out there, put some up in the uprights, and then go home. It's great.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd always use like, what did you do? You would always like make characters on sport games. Snyder, that was your thing. You'd always do Snyder.
Oh, it was basically my middle name and then the first street I grew up on, which was actually a legit name. Like that was cool.
Yeah, Snyder. That's pretty good. Like Ray Snyder.
That was the last name. Alan Snyder.
Clap your cheeks for. Oh, damn. Sorry, not porn. Damn. That'd actually probably be a decent porn name.
Next up to the stage.
Now you're
Dan the ass clapper Bailey.
I feel like too you'd have to. We've talked about this before. Like if I was rich, like just stupid, filthy rich, I'd have to like. I want to have a rich.
You'd become a strip club DJ. Is that what you said?
Unless that's what made me rich. Then.
Hey, I mean, I could be the voice of it. You
Next on the stage is Candy.
Yeah. Next on the stage is Sparkles.
Fuck, dude.
All right, guys, get your money out. Get your dollar bills out. We're doing our 2 dances and a DVD for $20.
I would want to bring quarters. I just want to like bounce that shit on the fucking stage.
They won't give you quarters, man. You can't do that.
I don't know. I'm gonna bring them in myself. My own
Ziploc bag. Out. Just throw you out.
Get out. But I'm trying to make a hail. Get out. It's like I'm just trying to match the weather outside.
No, they don't allow that. That's too harmful for the girls.
Sorry. You just fucking start flicking panties at her. Like between your fingers, like snapping at her, like zing.
They're people. I mean, you can't just sit there and try to injure people.
Well, I mean, maybe they're into that shit. They're into a little, like,
maybe
pain.
They would just cash it out for you. They'd say, "Hey, sir, can I get you some money, real money?"
One of my favorite things I've ever seen, and I think you were with me at the time, was the homeless guy had a sign that said, "I bet you can't hit me with a quarter."
That was the greatest sign. It's like, "Come on, bet."
I was like, "What, bitch? You think I can't throw a quarter at you? I'll show you." Dang it, he got me.
He was making bank too. He was sitting there on the corner just collecting.
So, I mean, what if there's like next on the stage is, "Bet you can't hit me with some pennies." Like, I mean, what do you do at that point? I think you kind of need to like belly up to the stage.
I think strippers they're better than marketing than that. They wouldn't sit there like, "Can't hit you with pennies." I mean, now you just dip below the homeless guy. Maybe if the homeless guy was up there, I mean, he'd be the quarters.
Way better. Next on the stage is Sacagawea.
Bitch, you can't hit me with Susan B. Anthony's.
Susan B. Anthony. Eisenhower's 50-cent pieces or whatever.
Or if they're really they're just a stripper that's really into coin collecting, right? Bet you can't hit me with the Minnesota quarter. Just very specific.
This one was minted in Denver. Yes, my favorite. And just fucking like sticks it somewhere where the sun don't shine because you're like, well, where'd you put it? I'll save that one for later. Okay.
Next to the stage is Bicentennial. You can't hit me with the Bicentennial.
I bet you can't hit me with the quarter. Oh my god. I think you're like, hold on, and you like rummaged through the console like to try to find.
I tossed at him. I don't think I threw it at him, but I definitely like participated for sure.
Oh man, that was so good.
He was a good sport about it. He was all like, "Yeah, that's cool, bro. Whatever."
That was good. I think that's the best one. Making fun of homeless people is probably not the best idea, but
I don't know if he was homeless. I mean, some of those guys, like the Bush guy out in San Francisco and stuff, he made some pretty decent cash. He probably made more money than I did until I was older, right?
The funny thing is that just because the cost of living in San Francisco is so high, he probably wasn't like, he was probably like a lawyer or some shit just living on the street because he couldn't afford it.
Nah, man, he took the ferry in from Vallejo every morning.
That's still a $40 fucking trip, like to go from Vallejo to the Bay, man. Dude, that rest in peace, Bushman. He RIP'd a while ago.
That was a staple.
Yeah. No, there's something. I've read an article one time talking about like the amount of intake that homeless people are peddling, that they do, because it's all cash, tax free.
Mm-hmm.
Like they make actually pretty solid money. That's how that's kind of the thing is like you make solid money. So like what motivates you to do something different or better? And, I know that there may be some issues with people that can't work or they're disabled or, they just don't have the capacity to or whatever. But I mean, that's like kind of where it is now. There's some people that like, I know we talked a little bit about the COVID thing, but even today, like there's people that are debating whether or not that I'm riding the unemployment train because it's $600 a week, even longer because they're making less in retail or groceries or whatever. So like, Jesus Christ, like,
it's a decision point, man, for sure.
Why would you go back, right? Like, why would you?
Well, if the unemployment stuff, I think, runs out, so eventually
it does.
You have to like. But I mean, if you're a homeless person, it is what it is, right? It's hard work to be a homeless person out there pandering for stuff, right? Like you got to get up, you got to create your signs, you got to look the part, right? Maybe you are actually homeless, so that's kind of a shitty situation, right? For whatever reason, you're out there, people are like pissed off at you and throwing quarters and shit, right? So
yeah, and they didn't even ask for it. They're just doing it.
Right. Maybe you don't have food, or you're always wondering about that stuff. So it's not like it's easy work. It's not like you can just say, hey, I walked out to the corner and I picked up, $1,000 today or something like that. You're probably not there with it.
No, I mean that grind definitely has got to take a while. One of the things that I am sort of envious of is, you ever watched anybody like just decide they were walking down the sidewalk or the street and then just decide nap time and then just like fall asleep on the corner? They like, dude, that's kind of great. Like,
it's like the ultimate freedom, man.
You just sleep anywhere you want.
Yeah, the freedom just to do whatever. Like, I'm tired right here. I'm just gonna fall asleep right now. No one's gonna tell you any different. Maybe a cop if you're like on private property or something like that, but
or Securitas,
whatever it is. Like, okay, whatever. I'll move to a public park bench. Go to sleep.
Well, even now, dude, like they're making benches that are like, like with spikes or parts or like the seats like they like fold up automatically, or they're uncomfortable to try to deter people from sleeping there. Yeah, yeah.
I might be homeless over the strip club DJ person. Have you ever seen those guys?
I mean, don't they just probably like sleep in the car?
Yeah, they always look like Guy Fieri. They're out there.
So hold on, hang on. You'd rather be homeless than fucking bleach your tips and have a handlebar mustache and a lot of like sterling silver jewelry?
I guess not. If you put it that way. I mean, that is your job. You just kind of sit there and play some 2-minute tracks, announce the names.
If I was homeless, I'd have a gym membership. That'd be one of the things I would spend my money on, because you could go in there and like shower and like get set up, even maybe work out if you wanted to. Maybe they have a pool, or you can have access to a basketball hoop, or access to some kind of amenities that actually might be noteworthy.
I mean, if you're homeless, why? I don't think you have disposable income over here to go to the gym. You usually go to the YMCA, man. That's what that's for. They have a whole song about it.
It's fun to stay there.
It's fun to stay there.
So is that you're saying that is a campaign song?
Have you ever gone through the lyrics of YMCA? They talk about like, you can go take a shower and do all sorts of stuff there.
But I don't think it's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Yeah, dude. young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. Because you're in a new town, there's no need to be unhappy. Go to the YMCA. When you're short on your dough, right?
So you're just saying the YMCA is like a homeless gym then?
No, it's the young men's Christian Association. I think it was what it's called.
They're not even allowed. So that's even right there. I mean, that's sexist in itself. How come not young people?
They have the YWCA as well. That's a thing.
Do they have the same song? Why did the men have a song, but the women's association doesn't?
Because it was the 70s and they didn't have the whole gender issues like we do today.
Well, they've always had. I mean, there's always been issues.
Here you go. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Blah blah blah. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel. Like they literally outline all the good parts about the YMCA.
Whatever I feel.
That's what it says right there in the song. Like, go in there and say you get yourself a good meal and do whatever you feel.
Do you think it's like a contract? Do you think I could go in there and like do whatever I feel, and if they kick me out, I'd be like, no, and then like play the song, and then say I'm doing whatever I feel. It says I can do it right here.
Yeah, man. They have everything for you men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys.
Man, this is a trap. That's what it is. I'm getting catfished or some shit, dude. Oh,
I can't speak to that, but this is definitely a good advertisement for the YMCA. The Village People did here. If you actually go through the lyrics,
solved homeless issues in this episode alone. Nice work, Ray. We figured it out.
Yeah. No one listens to it. Not a lot of people listen to the lyrics and some of this stuff. They just sit there and do the YMCA dance. And they're like, oh, this is great. And I'm, drunk. But no, they're actually singing about, hey guys, get better in life. Go to the YMCA.
Does anybody actually know what Pitbull sings about? Like, let's be real. Little John, what does Little John sing about? He actually sings about getting drunk. Like, that. Yeah. That's what people do. They just get drunk and, this is my jam. Like, no.
And Pitbull just says dolly all the time, so it happens.
This shit is bananas. BANANES. Like, what, why? There's nothing to jam about here. It's just Gwen Stefani getting down.
It's bananas.
BANANES.
Yeah.
Or like DJ Khaled, another one. Like, they're just, this is just fucking, none of these songs make any sense, man. Like, they just get at it.
Now you just sound old. Back in my day, songs made sense.
No, songs don't make sense back in my day. You just put in the 70s YMCA song and how much like people get down on it, and it's a fucking recruitment video or a recruitment song.
What would you say is back in your day that had
meaningful lyrics? Fuck, I don't know.
Lyrics, yeah. Dude, I Missed the Bus by Crisscross. That's a very meaningful, like...
I went to bed late because I didn't think late would affect me. Early came around, but late wouldn't let me. Wake up. And yeah, I mean... And then...
At the end of it, you realize, I don't want to miss the bus, man.
Standing on my block like a fool. I ran down the hill and I rushed. I ran down the hill trying to catch the bus. Like, yeah, okay, so that's a meaningful song. So one. But I don't know, dude. I listened to, like, Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. There's probably some shit in there.
I mean, but Crisscross also, their really famous song was,
Jump.
Daddy Mac will make you jump.
Crisscross will make you.
I don't know if there's any other lyrics in that song, to be honest with you. Is there?
Yeah. Yeah, you know me. I got you jumping and bumping and moving all around. Yeah, there's other words in there. I had to like kind of sing it in my head for a minute. But that's a good jam too. I still listen. I have a playlist for the kid, and he's got a couple songs on there, and Crisscross is one of them. He likes that one. But he also likes what's the name of that song? He also likes Gonna Do the Two-Step.
Taco Tuesday?
That one, and then Gonna Do the Two-Step and the Cowboy Boogie.
Lil Nas X?
No. The other one.
That's it. That's Lil Nas X.
No. It's not Lil Nas X. It's The Get Up by Blanco Brown.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take my horse to the old town road. We're gonna ride till I can't. No, people get down on that shit too. I got my horses in the butt, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? People getting down on that shit. That's my shit, man.
You ever stop and think about, hey, what the hell am I dancing to here? What am I actually like talking about? Because most of the time, I know the tunes, especially on most of the music I listen to. I don't even know the words. I got the hook, and maybe a couple, points in the music where it's a spot where it's powerful language, and then everything else is like it doesn't fucking matter. It just becomes like another instrument that I don't even listen to what they're saying.
I've definitely listened to songs for like the beat. Like the beat that you put on the track is where you're really gonna get me. But you're not gonna get me so much always like on the lyrics. Like there's some. I mean, obviously, like you and I both have listened to rap or hip hop for quite a while, and those kind of things will definitely put us in a spot where we can listen to lyrics. You know, you kind of listen like, oh man, this guy's got good tracks or good whatever. But the beat has got to be good there too. But other artists or other genres, I don't always listen to the lyrics. I don't really do it. It's got to be a good beat. It's got to kind of get you bumping. And I'm kind of a junkie when it comes to like, yo, is this guy a good bass? Like, is the bass gonna kick here a little bit? The bass line's solid. You're gonna have a fan out of me. Like Run the Jewels. I actually really like those guys. They got good tracks. But what they're talking about, bro, I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea.
And it doesn't have to be rap. It could be something slow too. I just don't pay attention to it.
Sure. Yeah.
You give me any Miley Cyrus track, I'll sing you the beat. Be like, I came in like a wreck.
That's actually the chorus.
I don't even know. I don't know any other words in that song.
No.
Maybe the first like couple lines. Maybe.
Nope. I don't.
Just
even
how
know.
It starts out.
Don't even know. I know all the parodies around it because people jumping in their whitey tighties and swinging on a wrecking ball. But
of course.
I mean, what she's talking about or what she means in that song, no idea. There's people that definitely listen to music and stick it with like, oh my God, it's so powerful or whatever, because they actually like run the lyrics. You know, they actually listen to what that shit means.
Yeah.
Do you even understand what they're saying in this one? I popped a motherfucker. It sounds like he shot somebody. Yeah, but do you know why he was shooting somebody? Probably because he like stole his shit. I mean, that would probably be my guess. I have no idea. No, it's like the inner, conflict between the hood and how, I was like, okay, I get it. Like,
some people would just say that shit and they don't even know what they're talking about. They're like, there's nothing in the words that says that. Well, that's how it makes me feel. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what music, I think, like being the artistic point of music is that some of that shit is open for interpretation, right? Like, what does it mean to you? And if they feel that way, then sure. There is some things though, like I've watched like behind the music type things with
and pop-up video.
Pop-up video.
Bloop.
Boop, boop. Oh shit! Did you know that he fell off the stage during this recording? Like,
he actually got burned by this fire they had.
But no, some of them are good where they actually tell you like what they mean by it, and then it's like, oh, all right, that's cool. I still ain't gonna listen to lyrics. Was your jam good? I mean, we gotta talk about Toto in Africa because that jam is tight. Rock the Casbah, that song is great too. No idea what they're talking about except rocking the Casbah.
I mean, I guess it's in all generations there. I mean, even you getting some Phil Collins stuff, I can see you coming in there tonight. Like, what the fuck's he even talking about?
I think that song is actually about Kim like catching like his girlfriend or his wife cheating on him.
No, it's not, man. It's literally about nothing.
No, dude.
I'm serious. He did like an interview and he talked about like it doesn't really mean anything. There's no story behind it.
I'm reading it right now.
So you didn't think you were gonna learn something on this podcast, did you?
No, because like there's this whole line right here. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes. So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. Like that's what he's like.
What does that mean?
He caught something.
I'm gonna challenge you. Like, what does that mean?
I saw you doing some stupid shit, so quit fucking lying to me because I know where you've been. Like, where did you go? I just went to the store. Get that stupid ass grin off your face because I followed you like a weirdo, and I saw that you actually stuffed your face full of McDonald's double cheeseburgers, and you didn't actually go to the store to get your healthy, kale. So it's actually probably about like over consumption of food now that I think about it, and your battle with weight loss. And then when you feel it coming into the air tonight, it's talking about all the gas that you have and the backup.
So you thought it was what did you think it was?
Well, originally I thought it was about him catching someone cheating on you, but now I think about it's about when someone snuck out to stuff their face full of fast food.
So the urban myth on it was that he saw somebody like getting either murdered or raped or something like that, and that the song was about that.
So
but that's not true. It's about his divorce.
So it was about like someone cheating on him and then him catching him.
I don't know if it was cheating, but it was just a divorce thing.
What about like Roxanne from Sting or the police?
You don't put on the red light.
You don't put on the red light. He's talking about, doing himself one of those Pretty Women Richard Gere type things. He's just hooking up with some hooker. You don't have to put on the red light tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
But people jam to Roxanne. That's a fucking drinking game.
Pretty straightforward. It's a great drinking game. If you don't know what it is, it's just every time he says Roxanne in that song, take a drink. The other good one to do it too is Thunderstruck.
But every time they say thunder?
Good luck. If you want to be healthy about it, you can do burpees every time they do it.
What if you drank and did burpees? Does that balance it out?
You're just going to throw up, dude. There's no way.
You're just going to throw up.
So anyway, yeah, there's dancing and stuff at the wedding.
Dancing and stuff at the wedding.
Yeah, we got a DJ from the local strip club. He's going to come through.
Does he look like Guy Fieri?
He's a national strip club DJ champion, actually.
Why do I feel like that's a thing?
He was on Figure It Out.
That was his talent. I'm a 3-time back-to-back. That's
his talent.
Back-to-back strip club DJ champion.
I wonder what that would look like. Like what do you judge a strip club DJ on?
I would think presentation, music choice, well timing of the specials and offers for food, like that are available. Not fucking up the strippers' names would be one. And then overall greasy appearance.
It's just appearance. Like how much?
That's 5 categories.
How much like tiger print you're wearing, or silver, or fucking fox glasses or whatever it is,
and
diesel glasses.
Yeah, like tinted lenses that you just never take off, even with those dark as fuck inside. Yeah.
How much gravel's in your voice?
Don't forget to get up to the juice bar. We're getting fresh blended strawberry and pineapple mixes going on. 2 for 1 special. Buy 1 for you and 1 for the lady of your life.
That should be like, I would, if there was ever a Yelp review where it came back for a strip club saying the DJ was really amazing here, I would fly to every strip club that is just to go see that. Because that's got to be significant if you're like a DJ at a strip club and someone gives you an accommodation, right? Because they're not going there for the DJ.
No one goes for the DJ, dude. No one goes for the DJ.
They're not there for the hot wings. No one eats at a strip club.
No, I think there's actually people that do eat at a strip club.
I've done it once in Oregon. But Oregon's a little bit different. It's like they had like a salad bar, which I didn't go there with it. But you could order like steak bites and stuff. It was great. But yeah, it looked like a family restaurant, but there's strippers running around.
I'm doing a quick breeze here, and I looked up for stripper DJ competition, and there's nothing.
Oh, dude, I think we're missing out. We should just go start that.
Just start competition for DJs.
Yeah, right. Come out and you're for stripper DJs though. I mean, that's got to be a thing. You can't just be DJs in general. There's got to be like a DJ competition
for strippers.
But, yeah, I think you could probably do it in like Reno. That makes sense.
Rent out that fucking like world-renowned bowling hall or whatever, and do it there.
Yeah, exactly.
Party music stripper DJ playlist on Spotify. How to be a strip club DJ. Oh man,
is that a thing?
It's on Salt Lake City Weekly. I don't feel that's very.
I don't know what kind of Provo float stuff's going on there, but
I haven't heard Provo float in so long, dude. Oh my god.
That's one you guys can look up on your own time.
No, I'm riveting that one. We're educating people today. We're learning about the real meaning of music lyrics, and we're going to learn about Provo floating. Hang on, Urban Outfitters. No, a dictionary. I don't care about my clothes right now. God damn it. Fucking Google, get it up. All right, Provo float.
You know, the only people that listen to this are parents,
that's
right?
Okay.
So they're about to get educated on what a Provo float is. Sorry, guys.
All right, I'm going to read this. This is pretty rough, but I'm going to read it. When 2 people have sex, this is done when the male inserts his penis into the female's vagina. No humping happens. He technically didn't have sex, so they didn't have to talk to the bishop. Again.
Because God's like a T-Rex, right?
Because God's like a T-Rex, and if you don't move, he doesn't see you. Yeah.
Exactly.
So just don't move. Just stick it in and don't move.
Yeah, you can't get pregnant that way either. That's what I heard.
Dude, someone's gonna listen to this and like, these guys told me that like once I give herpes to somebody else, I don't have it anymore. No tag bags.
There's no tax backs.
That's the rule. And then it's just like this.
It's not a thing.
Disclaimer.
That's not how it works.
That's not how herpes works. If you get herpes, that shit's for life. For life.
Yeah. Like a
for
kid.
Life.
For life.
The only way you lose that is if you die. And even then, you probably can still give it to someone else. So for life, y'all, herpes is no joke. Wrap that shit up, baby, or get your partners tested. Dude, we said that shit a lot when we were younger. Yeah, dude, just give herpes to someone else. No tag bags, and you don't have it anymore. It's great. Oh my god, what if people believed us?
No, they didn't believe us. But I mean, most people in the world have it, so it's not herpes? a big thing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's like manageable, I guess, right? Like it can be handled, but you still got it for life.
No, like legitimately, I think there's, the majority of people have it in one form or another. So there's different like simplexes, right? So like chickenpox is technically part of the herpes complex or whatever.
That's true. Cold sores and all that other kind of stuff, right?
Keep it simple. Wrap your shit up. If you go into battle, wear your helmet and get tested every 6 months or so, and you'll be all right. Or just don't sleep with a million people here.
Or just Provo float it.
Apparently.
That's how you get pregnant. Hockey's coming back, though. You see how they're doing the playoffs?
See who's not in the playoffs?
Yeah, shut up. I know.
Sorry, Sharks fans. You guys get another season with no cups.
I'm so thirsty and I'm tired of drinking with my hands.
Drink out your hands only. Yeah. Drink out your hands only. Go to all your cupboards. They'd be drinking out of bowls or something. No cups.
I don't think they're even called cupboards because there's no cups to put in your cupboard.
Good point. Yeah.
Just a bird.
Just a board. Just a box.
That's my fucking plate box.
I'll let you borrow one of my cups.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You got to say that Mario Lemieux is better than Owen Nolan, though.
Mario Lemieux is probably better than Owen Nolan.
I mean, different type of players.
Well, that can be said about anything.
Sure.
But I would arguably say that Mario Lemieux is probably better than Owen Nolan.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah, dude, it's coming back, and that'll be fun to watch. I guess the Penguins they're on the cusp of everything, right? So they got to play to actually get into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're doing like a 24 bracket or whatever like that, 24 team bracket.
Yeah. There's some crazy thing, like if the Penguins don't make it, and it's like Penguins, Chicago, and Phoenix, and there's another team too, that if they don't make it past the first round, then they automatically get one of the top 2 draft picks in the next draft.
What? Really?
Yeah, because they were part of the, if you take the playoffs bracket and stuff. I think so. I haven't looked at everything yet, but it was part of like the how each division winner gets spot, and then there's 2 other teams there that have enough points to get in, right? Top 6 teams.
Right.
And then there's the 2 wildcard people. Well, these other 2 teams from each conference, they're having to play basically an elimination type game to get into the playoffs, where all the 4 division leaders get like a bye their first round, right? Huh. So to compensate for that, they're getting them like a draft pick.
Well, I mean, it's already going to be an interesting year, and I got to commend the NHL for putting this shit together here, time-wise, in relatively short order to try to get stuff in and not have it conflict with probably the next season, because they're going to have to. They'll get through this by like probably the end of summer, beginning of August type thing, and then it will go and it'll put it right back into lineup for an October start time for the next season. So. That's cool. I mean, that's good to see that they're going to do that. I don't see any other teams or any other organizations out there actually getting it together. I know a lot of people are looking at the NFL and like what that's going to look like here going into the fall. But baseball, haven't heard anything about baseball, and I haven't heard anything about basketball either. So
the CrossFit Games are going on. You didn't mention them.
Oh, excuse me. I was only focused on like the major 4, that the United States watches.
Dude, don't knock the CrossFit Games, man. That's a sport.
It's impressive.
You don't know how bad you have to suck to be, or how good you have to be to suck at the CrossFit Games. If that makes sense. Like you have to be so fit that you make it there, just to come in like 40th place. To be like last place, you got to be stupid fit.
Yeah, that's true. I'm always impressed with those guys that go in there and and can rack in the pull-ups and do all the kind of shit they do. It's nuts. I wasn't worried about their ability to have their sport and their competitions as much as I was the other ones.
Sorry, well, it was a thing. I mean, because they do it every summer, right? So in the CrossFit community, that was a big thing. Hey, how are they going to do this? Because it's pretty big. There's like, a lot of people that go there just to spectate. And then last year they had like 300 competitors on men and women on each side.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of folks that go there. So it's like, okay, how do we get everybody there? So now they're doing it like old school. They're going to some dude's ranch out in Aromas, California, and going to run around and do shit.
Cool.
Stream it live.
Well, I mean, things are kind of getting back to normal here. We got things opening up around here too. I definitely don't want to be like the first wave of people that goes out into like mass gatherings. I personally kind of want to feel it out and see how it's going to be. But the small gathering thing, I think like the biggest event that I'm going to probably do here first is really your wedding. That'll probably be the big first like large group type thing. And that's even like over a month from now. And there's a lot of people that got a lot of kind of feelings on this shit. So it's just good to see that where people are trying to be creative about putting things back together.
It's been a week, man. It's been a week. It's been kind of grinding. I think I've been going through a growth spurt. Maybe I'm teething.
No.
Why can't I use that? Why is it only a little kid thing?
It's an excuse.
Hey, it's funny though, because Courtney and I, when we run around here, we because our kid is 9 months next week. 9 months. So it's funny when he's having a bad day or something like that, or he's super cranky. She's always like, "Oh, he's teething," right? And so everything is teething. So she's been saying that shit since he was like born. He's teething, right? And I'm like, man, you always say that. You're right. It's like always an excuse for him. And then I caught myself the other day saying like, oh, he's probably going through a growth spurt. So for her, it's teething. And then for me, I'm always saying like, oh, he's going through a growth spurt.
That's your guys' justification as to like why he's ornery about something?
Yeah. So now anytime anybody asks me if I'm down or angry, or which is easy for me because I have a resting bitch face, but I'm just be like, man, I'm teething.
You want to use could you imagine like if you were sitting in a meeting and you're like, yeah, I guess I'll just get right on that, and then someone's like, oh, Ray must be teething.
Right? No, Sue, I heard he was going through another growth spurt.
I have a growth spurt. I'm sorry, I'm just uncomfortable, dude. That's
he didn't have his amber bracelet on today, and he's just it's a little hurt. So give him some Tylenol. I think maybe he needs a teething toy. Instead of like waters at meetings and stuff, they just have teethers. Just straight up like a mini fridge with fucking you need this teether?
Do you want me to cut up a frozen banana and put it in one of those mesh passies for you so you can like suck on it and get it like
dude, those things are bomb. Yes. Yeah, with strawberries, please. Just frozen strawberries, just nom on that. Just how much happier would you be if you were in a 8:00 meeting talking to everybody and you're just over there nomming on some frozen fruit and
I don't know, dude. I've been in some meetings where people have been nomming on some fucking breakfast burritos or like egg salad sandwiches, like, and I don't want to draw that attention to me, so having a frozen fruit in some kind of passy where I'm just making like aggressive sucking noises.
But if it was acceptable, right? You're in your not like our job, right? Our job's a little bit different, but you're like in a suit and tie, and you're giving a presentation at like a board meeting, right, to a Fortune 500 company, and you're meeting Bill Gates, right? And he's probably a bad idea. You're meeting whoever you would meet in a suit and tie, and then it was just normal for you to be like, oh, sorry guys, I'm teething today. Let me go ahead and chew on the Sophie.
Squeaks and shit.
Just squeaking. As you can see the numbers over here, squeak, squeak, squeak.
Well, then they ask you a question, it's like, and then so what we want to do. People just use those excuses now, but it's called like this, like, fuck, I'm hungover, or man, I didn't get enough sleep last night, or those are the things, but you look like you didn't get enough sleep last night.
Nowadays it's, I couldn't find my mute button, or I was double muted.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'll give you a little future in your kid experiences. You guys will change your tune from teething to growth spurts, to one of two things. It'll be, oh, he's just tired, that's why he's acting that way. To that, or like, no, he's just hungry. He needs to eat. Like, he gets always a little angry when he's hungry. Like, those will be the things that you turn into. And sure as shit, it's definitely one of those two things. They're either tired or they're hungry.
Sure.
And they'll start losing their apples if one of the two isn't lined up right way.
They're just not. They just can't be. You can't just say he's being a dick.
There's definitely days where like I feel like I know personally, like I know I'm just being a dick today, right? Like I know that's going to be the way it is.
Yeah.
But you can't just like tell your kid, not at this age. You're like, dude, you quit being a dick. Like,
I can. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't do that, and I would never do that. My kid's an angel.
I told him today, I was like, I told him today, probably like, quit being a dick, or I said, quit being an asshole or something, because he like didn't want to put his shirt on and was just crying and moving his arms all around, trying to bat my hands away.
Through a growth spurt.
Or teething.
His teeth are probably going through a growth spurt. There you go.
Yeah.
His teeth
are growing. Right. His teeth are growing. So, but we read books about that. I mean, he's got a book called Grumpy Monkey. That's a good one. Talks about how it's okay to be grumpy. So
it is.
That's all.
Yeah,
good.
it definitely is. And one thing I noticed too is like kids are always. It's like a flash in the pan. Like they can be grumpy about one thing, and then you kind of just work through it. A couple minutes later, 5-10 minutes later, they'll definitely kind of like ease out of it, or you can at least reapproach them and then, do something different to get them to change their mind or be happy or whatever. It's not like they have like deep rooted like angst and anger for you where they're not going to like talk to you for the next 4 days. That's not.
No,
that's not what that is.
They don't think that. That's a skill you kind of lose that, would be good for people to keep, is the whole like just for
to wash
forgetfulness of being angry. Yeah,
definitely.
I think with a lot of things too is if he's trying to cruise around and stuff, and if he gets hurt or something, it's he tries to do the whole like sad face thing. And my biggest thing is like if I can get him to smile or laugh real quick, then he's fine, right? Because he's really not hurt. He's just
it's frightening, whatever it is. Like it probably scared him more than it did actually hurt him.
Yeah. So if you're ever in an intense meeting, then you just got to get somebody to laugh, and then it'll be okay. That's how it should be. Right?
Yeah, I mean. I sometimes get looked at. I try to do that every once in a while, but sometimes I get looked at like that wasn't funny, or like, no, let's get back to it. It's like, fuck, man, it's like,
yeah, but it could be as easy as what you do for kids, right? All you got to do is fart and he laughs, right? So
it's true.
Just pull one of those out.
You want me to fart in a meeting?
Could you imagine just a very heated moment? C-level people are yelling at everybody, and then just one of those gaps.
Dead air for a minute. Yeep. Next topic. Wow, that fucking worked. Holy shit.
It would definitely change the demeanor in the room for sure. It would cut through that silence for a while.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, I fart when I'm nervous. Like, oh my God, I have a condition.
Just run over and start tickling somebody. You can't do that.
No.
That's sexual harassment. I've been through those trainings. You can't just haphazardly tickle people in the workplace.
Oh my God, I want you to do that. I want you to come to me like, Gucci, Gucci, goo. Like, people will be like, what the fuck are you doing? I sit there and giggle like, hee.
Run over to you and start playing or start singing to you like the wheels on the bus.
Clap my hands together for me or something.
Yeah, itsy bitsy spider.
Roll it and put it in a pan. Fucking patty caking with me, dude.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? I actually feel pretty good.
Take your shoes off, Dan. This little piggy went to the market.
Slam my foot.
This little piggy had roast beef.
Slam my foot on the fucking desk, dude. Do it. I'm grumpy. Count my piggies.
Dan, no. Take your shoes off. No.
I don't wanna. No, you always tickle me, and I don't want to be tickled.
He must be hungry. Get him a bottle, please.
He must be hungry. Get him one of those frozen patches. Ooh, I like those. Can I have an Otter Pop? No, you can't. It's full of sugar. But I want an Otter Pop.
Only Orphan Orange, though. That's the most appropriate
man.
Otter Pop there was.
Well, every other name is legit, and that guy's like, "Hi, I don't have a mommy." Like that's fuck, dude. Orphan Orange, man. It's so terrible.
That was the name. It was Orphan Orange. I forget what the other ones were, but I remember Orphan Orange.
Man,
for sure.
Why does it take forever to go through like what? Okay, first off, why do they sell Otter Pops at like $300 a fucking box? Like, why do you have to have so many at one point in time? And then
they're cheap.
Dude.
They're cheap to make. It's like sugar water.
I mean, that's all it is.
Frozen.
Dude. It's sugar water. I think the biggest box actually is 100.
And then you always drink it, and then at the end you're like, oh yeah, I get this cool nice little shot.
Yeah, a little sugar shot at the end.
A little sugar shot, yeah.
That's good stuff.
Apparently you can order Otter Pops off of Etsy.
Why would I self-made, homemade Otter Pops, bro? I think it's good. I'll keep that shit at Costco and use it for the next 5 years.
Oh, meet the Otters though. You have Major Mango, Poncho Punch, K, Anita Fruit Punch, Strawberry Short Cook, DJ Tropicool, Little Orphan Orange. Looks all sad and everything too.
Hi.
With a dog.
This is my only friend. Terrible.
Yeah, everything else is normal. Alexander the Grape, got that. Playing words. Louis Blue Raspberry. Okay. Sir Isaac Lime. Cool. Orphan Orange. Sad.
Man, can you pick like anything else? And they have alliteration, so that should be people's homework this week.
You can get details on a Little Orphan Orange. Hold on a second. Little Orphan Orange likes to be called Lil, and she wants you to know that she's not frowning. Okay, so I was wrong. That's just how she smiles. Okay,
that's something someone with traumatic issues has to say. I'm not sad. I'm just happy. Well, you look pretty fucking sad.
Her dog is called with her melancholy on her side, so it's a collie. She smiles a lot, especially when she paints his toenails pink. It tickles, and Melancholy's laugh is infectious. These two are quite a pair. They crack each other up and always see the good in each other. A true lover of animal is a little maybe small, but her heart is as big as an elephant. She spends her days helping animals in need and spends her nights singing them to sleep. She has a lovely voice, and she likes to accompany Poncho Punch on his guitar.
I think we should come up with a better name for Orphan Orange. That should be people's homework. So this week, our homework is to present better names for the Otter Pop flavor Orphan Orange. Because
Octagon Orange.
Sponsored by UFC.
Punch you in the face.
So, all right. Let's wrap it. Well, again, I want to thank everybody for enjoying your time with us. We greatly appreciate it. If you ever want to get a hold of us or reach out to us, you can get to us on our socials on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at ILPAC Podcast. All those links, as well as additional information about the next episode or what we're doing, will be seen at ilpac.com. There's not really anything else going on except for Ray's gift card giveaway. We're still trying to get to 100 followers on Instagram, so please do us a solid and create 100 accounts and follow us on all of them. That'd be great. No, don't do that. Actually find real people. We want the interaction, the engagement. We'd like to incorporate those responses or the feedback from people that are listening into our shows. So anything you guys want to bring in would be much appreciated.
Yeah, man, we're doing good. We're international now. We got people listening to the show in Germany, India.
Yeah, Germany and India. We're getting there.
Either that or we're getting catfished, one of the two.
Either way, I mean, they're still listening to some capacity in those countries. Send me a picture of your feet. I mean, I guess if you're going to listen, I don't know.
Yeah, we blow up all of a sudden in Germany. We have no idea.
like David Hasselhoff, where he was like so big. Sweet, dude, let's do it. I'll be the Hoff. That'd be awesome.
Oh, you guys are the guys that do ILPAC. What?
Welcome to Germany. Oh, shit. This is awesome.
Guess we're moving.
Pack your shit. We're going. So, all right, Ray. Well, thanks for your time as always. And you have a great evening. And we'll talk to you soon.